Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. ICP is holding above micro support, has provided us with a very shallow pullback so far. That would not be a surprise if the pullback was just the A wave of a fourth wave, and this is now a B wave, and we come down in wave C again. Then we have a nice and healthy wave 4 that could develop over the weekend. And I guess the weekend should tell us a little bit more about whether we are moving here in wave 4 still, or if we are already in the fifth wave. Already in the fifth wave, I mean, it's possible. If you look at I often say that the wave 4 and the wave 2 have a similar length. If we just take this box, measure sort of the length. The width is the duration of the wave 2. Then we move it over here, not the label. Move the box over here, and you can see it pretty much was exactly the same length, wave 2 and wave 4, from the top here on Wednesday down to the low on Friday. Exactly the same length and duration. I mean, it's absolutely possible the low is in. I'm just labeling it as ABC just to highlight we haven't broken out yet. We could still see another move down. We didn't even reach the 38.2 retracement at 869. Actually, it hasn't even touched the 23.6 fib level at 926. So it's an extremely shallow fourth wave, which is absolutely valid. It's also not uncommon in very bullish markets. It is possible. I put an article out today on Discord for silver and gold members who have Discord access, talking about certain things that I see on the charts, especially on the Bitcoin chart, shallow pullbacks. This reminds me a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of the situation we had in October. Also, at the time in October last year, I put out an announcement to members. We were still below 30K, and I highlighted that we see the multi-hour trends on these charts go to the upside. And we see shallow pullbacks, and it could be that we see a breakout rather sooner than later. And then, shortly afterwards, it broke above 30K and just obviously escalated to 40, 50K Bitcoin. And there are certain parallels, certain similarities. And if Bitcoin did overshoot today in its B wave, maybe it's a fifth wave. We haven't really broken out yet. Here we haven't broken it we haven't even broken above the previous high. We haven't broken above the Wednesday high that was located at 1056. But what I want to say is these pullbacks that would normally reach, for example, the 38.2 fib level, and in a situation where the markets are more like sideways oriented, maybe a little bit more bearish, you would rather expect the 38.2 reach, the 50%, maybe the 61.8. But if not even the 23.6 fib level is reached and we're breaking out, well, yeah, I mean, it's a shame for anybody who wanted to get in at lower prices, but we haven't even seen the first 5 waves up yet, so we need them first anyway for a confirmation that a lasting low is established. But more important is that we can use that as a signal when pullbacks start to become very shallow, when they normally should be a little bit deeper, a little bit more protracted, extended. Then that's a signal that the market, the face of the market is changing, and that's sort of what we saw in October. And it was a very early signal at the time. So I'm just saying, something similar could be happening again. We need to be very sensitive to these signals that might go unnoticed if you're not using Fibonacci levels, but it's just something to be aware of. So either way, whether the wave 4 is already in or not, support is holding. And I highlighted before, as long as we're holding the $7.84 level, the overall focus can be on higher. We can watch for a fifth wave to the upside as long as that 784 level isn't broken. And I'm not saying we have to go to test that level. It's simply support. It's not a target. These boxes, they are support levels, and they are not targets. So when the market environment is more bullish, we have to adjust expectations. And we are on our way possibly to such a more bullish market again. But we'll see. It's just something I'm observing, and the weekend should tell us more about whether ICP is already in the fifth wave or still in the fourth wave. But either way, we're watching for higher, either directly or after another dip into the support region, because the 784 level is the pivot between a bullish momentum and yeah, probably another low. That's my update about ICP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.